Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Take the Nerd Out show. My name is Shimmer.
I'm John.
And I'm more into superheroes.
I'm into
I'm
into anime and gooning.
And gooning. He stole my identity. No, I'm kidding. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We talk everything nerdy. And, yeah, we have a lot of topics for you guys today. We are talking about rage-baiting Lord of the Rings fans. We're talking about San Diego Comic-Con news. Spider-Man is coming out soon.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a couple movies recently. We saw House of the Dragon, newest episode.
Mm-hmm.
I beat a game. What are some things you wanted to talk about?
I mean, we got a bunch of stuff. I'm interested to talk about the JJK song because I think I know what it is. You're talking about MGK?
Yeah.
I love MGK, but I'm interested to see what you thought about that song because to me, I have thoughts that I won't give you guys the spoilers just yet. I've been playing through Pokemon Black and White, so I definitely want to talk about that a little bit and just like where I rank it in like Pokemon games because I used to think one thing about the game. Now I have new thoughts. I don't know how this would work, but like I'm not gonna lie, man. I know I'm a broken record, but One Piece 1189 is the most recent chapter, and I'm just like maybe there's a way we can talk about it where I could just like tell you what's going on and like see what you think about what's going on. I don't know,
but vaguely.
Well,
because who knows in the future. I may check it out.
Dude, it'll take you years to catch up. So whatever we talk about today, I promise you'll forget.
I have a good memory.
Yeah, you have a way better memory than me. For me, like I forget stuff. So like I'm like there's no way I'm gonna know. I want to talk about Chainsmoker Cat because I think I was early in what I thought about the show last time. I've watched 3 episodes. I think 1 episode aired yesterday. I have thoughts about it. So we got a few things to talk about.
Yeah, so excited to hear you guys, what you guys think of our, past recent episodes. We're on episode 8.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
2 months.
2 months straight. Time has flown. Episodes have been great.
And we haven't missed an episode.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fire.
Yeah, which is really good. We're both hella consistent, which is good. And yeah, we incepted this idea 3 months ago?
Yeah. So yeah, it was before you even moved out here, right?
Yeah, literally. So it's cool how we just now, because I remember in the beginning, I don't know how it was for you, but it was not stressful, but just putting the pieces together, figuring out what this identity of the show is.
Yeah.
Figuring out how we're going to do the clips.
Mm-hmm.
But now that things are kind of smoother,
mm-hmm.
I think that's super awesome.
Oh, yeah. I mean, shout out to Third Wheel Podcast Studio. The space that they have is super seamless. Armand, of course, just makes this possible for us. We wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for him and the studio. And also shout out to the editors.
Shout out, big shout out.
I don't know their names. Maybe you would know. Maybe they don't.
Shout
want
out Usman and the team.
Yes, sir. No, they've been absolutely killing it. It's been real nice to see everything come together. And yeah, I don't know if stressful would be the right word, but let's say stressful for lack of a better term. There were a lot of ifs and whats. Now it's okay, we just got to keep doing this.
Yeah.
And I love the support that we're getting and also the hate. I love that too.
Yeah, a lot of hate. Also, new announcement. We have a new logo. Shout out to Harissa.
Yes.
She made our logo.
So fire.
She's working on the background, and I'm telling you guys, that shit is so fire.
It's so dope.
It's so fire.
So cool.
I'm so excited for it to be released. So
yeah, no, shout out to her. Shout out to everybody who's just helping us make this happen and people working with us, and just shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to us too.
Yeah, shout
out to us.
Yeah, no, it's cool because I'm excited to every week bring in topics.
Yeah,
and excited to talk about know your thoughts.
Yeah,
and see what you think and whatnot. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's interesting. But I do want to know, what are you nerdy about this week, bruh?
What I'm nerding about this week, I just beat the game Hades.
Nice.
Yeah, because I know you told me about the game.
Yes.
And that was probably the worst decision ever to get into it because I'm so addicted.
Yeah. Dude, it's a problem. It's but it feels so good, right?
It feels so good.
Sometimes you're addicted to a game and you're also but I also hate this game. It's fun the whole way.
Yeah. I haven't been this addicted to a game in years.
Yeah. I love that for you.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's so awesome because I think it's the perfect one. It's the difficulty is really good.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And then, but you have these permanent upgrades that you have. So I've explained it on the podcast before, but For those of you who don't know, Hades is a roguelite game.
Yeah.
So essentially you go through the levels, and if you die, you start all the way from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And you're probably thinking, like, why would I want a game to do that? Well, you have permanent upgrades that make it easier for you the more you play.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely genius. Like, I don't know who was the first person to make a roguelike game, but what really impressed me about when I first played Hades is every time you die, the new dialogue. Like, there was never like a repeat thing that they say. I'm just like, damn, like, when is it gonna run out? When are they gonna like just become NPCs? But like every one of those characters like feels like living, and it's really cool. I do have to ask though. So you beat the game.
Yeah.
Did you beat it 10 times like you're supposed to?
No.
So you haven't technically beat the game?
No, I beat it once. Like, this is my first time beating it.
So to get the true ending, you have to beat it like multiple times.
Oh,
and I think it's about 10.
Dang. Because I started Hades 2.
Yeah.
And Hades 2 is so fire.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I know you told me that it's, like, way more advanced.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's advanced in, like, the perfect ways.
Yeah. No, I don't know which one I like better, but I love both. Like, they're both, to me, 10 out of 10 games.
Yeah,
One's just a little bit different.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I love the second one because also we just watched the Odyssey. And there's
Yeah.
so many Odyssey references. Like,
Yeah.
Odysseus is in there.
Mm-hmm.
You fight the sirens. You fight the Cyclops.
Yeah.
Like, it's so... I was like, what? I just watched this movie. So,
Yeah.
like, I understand the references.
I am horrible with names, so, like, I don't really, like, correlate the two. But it is, like, a lot of the same stuff. Like, you know,
You're on a boat?
Yeah, you're on a boat a
Like-
lot. Yeah, Hades is so good, man. It's so good.
Yeah, and I was just not expecting this. And I was never, like, super into Greek mythology, but it's just so cool, like, how you learn more, actually, by playing a game.
Yeah, no, and that's really cool about it. Like, it is essentially like a class in Greek mythology because you learn a lot.
Yeah.
You learn a lot about the history between like these characters and their like little quirks
Yeah.
and like what they're all known for. Hades is such a good game.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready to beat Hades 2.
I got to the final boss.
You got to the oh, you got to Kronos.
Oh, is that not the final boss? Don't spoil. No.
All I'll say is Kronos technically isn't the final boss.
Gotcha. Okay.
But then again, I don't know because I haven't beat it.
yeah.
But I don't want to say.
Yeah, don't say anything.
I don't want to say.
But I played it on stream.
Yeah.
So this is my first time loading up the stream in like months. So
yeah, I saw you were donating to charity every time you lost.
yeah,
or something.
so I was trying not to lose. People were like, "Yo, you're so messed up." I died twice because I was like towards the end of the game, and I wanted to stream it, and I wanted to stream because I haven't streamed in a while.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give like some sort of incentive on why people should watch throughout the thing. So yeah, I died twice, and then the third time I like killed. You know,
It's at the end of it, you're fighting your dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what happened, and yeah, what are you nerding about this week?
Well, before I say that though, are you gonna go back and get the true ending?
I don't know, man. Okay, here's what I might do. I might beat Hades 2, then go back.
Okay. It's crazy you already got to Kronos.
Yeah, dude, I was nonstop playing, bro.
Maybe, maybe you're just good at video games, but also because you're playing them right back to back, it's like more familiar. Where for me, I went years between Hades 1 and Hades 2. So I kind of had to like get the feel of it again. What weapon do you use?
So I like the range weapon.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So like
I'm a pussy.
I put the gun in the first one.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and then this one I think it's the 2 lamp.
Yeah, I'd be spamming that.
Yeah.
I'd be spamming the hell.
So
out
like
of that.
I have my like how I play.
Yeah.
Like down.
Yeah. I love when you get the arrow girl to like assist you, so you
Artemis?
have the long range. Yeah, Artemis, and then she's also like throwing arrows for you.
Dude, it's so sick, and there's so many mechanics. And the second one, I think, like, turns it up a notch. Like, everything feels good.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like this is so deep into the game that we wanted
It's
to go.
such a good game, though,
but
man.
there's a casting button in the first one,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And you get, like, 3 casts.
Mm-hmm.
I never really liked the casting ability. It didn't make sense to me, and I was like, oh, yeah, you got to pick it up again. Basically, you throw a shard, and then it does some damage, and then you have to, like, get it back. And you get some abilities on it. The second game does casting way better, I think.
Yeah.
And I really love like how they just whatever they learned from the first one, they applied it to the second one.
Yeah, I love when developers like just take what they already did and don't like ruin it. They just like make it better.
Yeah.
The casting I really love I love the casting on its own, but there's this one power up that'll like allow your cast to like also like be a ranged attack. Have you gotten those yet?
Yeah.
Those are so fire.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then like you get the one that it'll like make all the enemies like go towards the center, and like they'll also have like the extra effects on it. Oh my god. I could talk about Hades for a while, but for me, what I've been nerding about, I've been playing Pokemon Black and White. Have you ever played that one?
I played a little bit of it. My brother played more. I played more of like Emerald and the early like Sapphire, Fire Red.
Yeah, so I was on my homie's podcast a few months back, maybe almost a year, and he has a show, and sorry if this is a roundabout way to answer this, but he has a show, it's called the Player One Podcast, where he basically does an interview about your favorite game of all time, and he'll play your favorite game of all time before the show so that you can just talk about that game. And for me, my favorite was Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, that generation.
Yes, that's the best one.
So I was shit talking about Black and White. I'm just like, I'm not playing that. Like, or not that I'm not playing it, but I'm just like, it's clearly like the third generation was the best, and everything else was like kind of downhill from there. Even though I play all of them, and I played Black and White on my phone, and I'm just like, this game is hideous. I played it again on this like emulator that I bought, like a little like handheld emulator, and I'm just like, this game is ugly. So, and also it wasn't like saving for me. I think I told you about how I was having issues with it. So then most recently I downloaded an emulator on my laptop, this one right here. And it's actually playing the game in a smooth way. And I'm like, okay, this game's actually kind of gorgeous. Like there's certain like pixelated things like in the game that like make it not so pleasing to the eye. I do think Emerald is better like looking, but yeah, it runs a lot smoother, so I'm able to like have a more native experience.
Yeah.
3DS games are really hard to emulate and like find in general. But yeah, I'm playing that, and also the music actually plays smooth. So like when I was playing it on my phone, the music would like stutter.
Yeah.
So it was just better to play on mute. But when I play on my laptop, like the music is great, and like I can have my headphones in.
Okay.
So like I can like hear it. It sounds so good.
Okay.
The music, it might have the best music in a Pokemon game.
Really?
It's really good because the sound card on a 3DS is just better than a Game Boy or a Game Boy Color or SP or whatever.
What are the starters for?
So we got Tepig.
Okay.
I'm really bad at names.
Yeah.
We got Tepig because that's who I'm using. I think Poplio. Let me see.
They kind of look like chickens or like.
Or
Tepig is the.
Tepig is a pig.
Pig, yeah.
I'm looking at. I need Gen 5. Yeah, so we got. It's like showing me the names or the pictures, but not the names. I'm just. What is the name of these Pokemon?
Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott.
Yes, Oshawott.
Okay.
So, full circle moment about this. Like, you just never realize at the moment, like, to preserve these things. But I bought this game for my little brother when I was younger. So I was in high school. He was like in elementary school. And at that time, I wasn't really playing Pokemon, but I wanted to pass it on to the next generation. And he enjoyed it. But I remember my brother had Oshawott when we were younger. But I went with Tepig just because I was like, you know what? I always go grass because to me, grass is like putting the game in hard mode. Yeah. Because I feel like fire just like usually breezes through everything, especially in those early stages where you fight a lot of grass Pokemon. But does it count if I have a lot of mods in the game? Like, am I still playing the game if I modded it to make it so that I don't have to deal with random trainer battles?
I think so. I think now Pokemon's at a place where you can play it how you want to play it.
It's just at this point they're too easy.
Yeah.
And sometimes the battles are a bit tedious. So I really just want to experience going through Unova, which is the region, and I want to get the story. And I don't want to have to deal with like grinding my Pokemon or battling every trainer. So I'm playing that. Like I said, I'm also reading through One Piece again. So I just finished volume 8. Yeah. That's the Barati arc where we get Sanji for the first time. And yeah, those are and Chainsmoker Cat is still like it's something I'm embarrassed to watch, honestly, but I low-key love this show.
So you told me about the show like 2 weeks ago, I think, or last week.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like a cat lady that chain smokes a lot, and you said it's a little bit deep. I want to ask, you only saw the first episode then, and you were like, let me watch more episodes to see if I can recommend it to you.
Yeah.
So would you recommend Chainsmoker Cat?
I want to recommend it. I'm afraid you're gonna look at me crazy after watching
bro.
it. But it's a really deep show.
Okay, so like I don't mind how weird something can be.
Yeah.
But if it's like bad story, that's where I'll judge you.
It depends. Like I still am only 3 episodes in because that's all they have.
Yeah.
But I do feel like the story's gonna go somewhere. I feel like when I'm watching this show, it's a show about vices.
Okay.
Right? Everyone in the show kind of has their own vice.
Yeah.
There's like and they all live in this like apartment complex where I don't know, there's certain implications on like why they're all in the same place because not everybody in the world is like an animal like type thing. It's kind of like BoJack Horseman.
Oh, gotcha.
Where he's a horse, but not everybody's a horse.
Yeah.
And it does play into her, like they address her as like a species, like so they got all these like cat girls like in this building, and then you got this like landlord who you saw in the first episode, and like one girl's kind of like an alcoholic. The main character is a chain smoker. There's another girl who like does like weird drugs. The landlord you end up finding kind of has like a sex addiction type thing. Like he has like a blow up doll that he was like fucking, and it's like it's weird. But like for me personally, like I've had my vices. Like I smoke a lot of weed. Weed is really my only vice. Like I drink, but I wouldn't say it's my vice. But like weed has been something that I've been, participating in since a kid. And sometimes I like quit and then I go back, and then sometimes I kind of battle with like the addiction side of like smoking weed since you're 13. I'm 30, so that's how long I've been smoking.
OG.
No, literally when Biggie has a line, he's like, since 13, I've been smoking weed. I'm just like, me too. Which is not something I'm proud of, but it's just, that was just my circumstance growing up. I had a lot of older siblings. So like when they were 18, I was the 13-year-old who was with them. So when they were first experimenting drugs at probably a healthier age, I was just there, and they're like, yo, you want to hit it? I'm like, hell yeah. If my brother's doing it, then I'm into
like,
it.
Yo.
Yeah, no, it was not a good age to start. It's probably why I have such bad memory, honestly. But it sucks to say because the character, I forget her name, she's like an exaggerated version of an addict. Like her apartment is disgusting. She smokes like 12 packs a day. But if you've ever dealt with anything regarding like having a vice or addiction, it kind of like is relatable. And it's in the show, I think, like, Naruto wants to be Hokage, Luffy wants to be king of the pirates, she wants to quit cigarettes. It's kind of like her North Star.
Yeah.
That's at least what it's like, looks like it's building towards.
Watch there be like 1,000 episodes.
In the first episode, she promises her sister, like, I'm gonna quit smoking cigarettes because I want to like be better for the family. And like 5 seconds later, she's like smoking a cigarette.
Damn.
So it's like it shows you the psyche of like how tough it is, especially cigarettes. Like weed is pretty addictive on its own, but cigarettes are a whole nother beast. So I like it, but it's just there's a lot of debauchery and disgusting shit that happens. It's grotesque at certain points. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if you'll enjoy it, but for me, I'm actually genuinely enjoying this show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I wanted to talk about San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes,
happened.
I'm so
a lot
sad
of news.
I wasn't there.
Yes, honestly, same. I could have gone
I thought
there.
you would have gone.
I should have, but last time I went there, first time in my life I went there 2 years ago, is because I had a brand deal with Pop Mart.
So they gave you a pass.
So they gave me a pass, and that was cool because I didn't know anything about Pop Mart back then. This is before the Labubus.
I was literally in a Pop Mart yesterday. That's funny.
Really?
Yeah, at the Westfield Century City Mall.
And this is cool because like Pop Mart reached out for a brand deal, and I was like, I don't know Pop Mart, like, but they have cool figurines, so I'm down, and they're getting me into Comic-Con.
They were bigger, I think, in Asian countries. Yeah,
like China, Japan. They're massive, so they're trying to get a U.S. market, and this is like probably 9 months before Labubus. And I remember seeing Labubus, and I was like, oh, this is cool, whatever. So I did a bunch of videos with them.
I don't like Labubus. I'm sorry.
I like the Naruto ones. Those are sick.
I don't like cutesy figures. I want my figures to look realistic, like a man.
Okay. All right.
Sponsor me.
But yeah, that was my first time at San Diego Comic-Con, and I was a little, I wouldn't want to say underwhelmed.
Really?
But it kind of felt like how Anime Expo was. It's like very corporate-y, and like, I don't know, not a lot of people were wearing costumes. A lot of people were there to like shop merch or go to the halls and stuff like that. I'm sure if I was there long enough, because I was only there for one day. If I was there long enough, I could have saw like where the spots were, where the big cosplays are. Because we're cosplay interviewers, so we mostly go for the cosplays.
Yeah.
But the best like ratio to, convention to cosplayers to shopping to me is like Javits Center in New York.
Oh, I love the Javits Center.
Yeah, so like I'm sure Anime NYC is like that. It's like a good mix of everything.
Yeah.
What's it called? New York Comic Con was a good mix of like everything. I saw like amazing costumes, niche like stuff, but they also had amazing booths.
Those two are probably my favorite cons. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's the space, the amount of people that go, and how controlled it is.
Yeah, the space, and also just like how like you see it all around the city. So if like you even go to like Queens, you're gonna see like Spider-Man cosplayers because it's a takeover of the whole city in a way that I don't think you see anywhere else.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that, but that's so true.
Yeah, no, because everyone's taking the subway.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the subway, so like I think one of the funnier, one of the first times I went to New York Comic Con, I was going from Grand Central because you go from where I come from in my town. You take a train to Grand Central and then a subway to the Javits Center. I just kept following the cosplayers.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, I don't even need to GPS. I just got to keep following people in costume. So it's really cool. Even where I was at for my town that was like an hour away, I saw like some people in cosplay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's sick. But yeah, the reason I wanted to bring up San Diego Comic Con is there's a lot of news from San Diego Comic Con. We have Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Which is super awesome.
Okay. I wasn't sure what the reception was.
I mean, I wish he was Black Panther, but no, I'm kidding.
that would have been something,
I mean, he might get the role of Obama, so we'll see.
I mean, hey, if Lupita can play whatever her name is, then he could play Black Panther.
No, that would never happen. But no, it's awesome. A lot of people were skeptical of Ryan Gosling being Ghost Rider because a lot of the goofy roles or the romantic roles that he's been playing, like Barbie, even in Project Hail Mary, he was kind of like a goofy character. He was in The Notebook. But people don't remember his serious roles like Drive and other roles. He was goofy in Fall Guy, but he was still like very actiony, which if you know Ghost Rider, the character, he's, like a daredevil stuntman. So he's a stuntman in Fall Guy as well. So I think he could really play this character well. And when he locks in,
I think he has the capability to be way cooler than Nicolas Cage. Like, I love Nicolas Cage as much as the next guy, but he's kind of like, to me, more of a comedic type of guy. When I look at Nicolas Cage, like,
really?
Even when he's not trying to be, he's just funny looking to me.
I think he's like he's an iconic actor. Yeah. But yeah, I think even in his serious roles, I do see like he's just he looks different.
Yeah. I think Ryan is perfect for the role, honestly. I think, you see a lot of, I've heard this from a bunch of actors, like comedy is actually, like most serious actors can't do comedy, but most comedic actors can easily transition to serious.
Yeah, and I think he was doing more serious actually. In the beginning.
I think he has range.
Dude, he has
and he's cool.
Range. Yeah.
He's cool. He's got the build for it. How'd you feel about the Nicolas Cage movies back in the day? Or there's only one, or was there more?
Two.
There's two.
So I actually love the first one. I think it's so cool. Nicolas Cage, I think, did a great job. Yeah. I think he looks so cool. I think the movie and the vibe, the CGI was actually pretty good. Yeah. And I know that they really took their time to see how Ghost Rider would look. Like Nicolas Cage was like, no, we need to make it perfect and stuff like that. So what they gave us, I think was really cool. Yeah. For the time, especially. Yeah. Obviously, it could have been better, but for the time.
I loved it when I saw it.
Yeah. It was
I feel like in hindsight, I saw people like really trashing those.
People are gonna trash all those 2000s.
Yeah, I think that's just is the growing pains of like anything before Iron Man is like cringe. Yeah. But like those movies have to walk so that we can get the MCU and things like that.
But yeah, the second one was actually horrendous.
I don't know if I saw the second.
You shouldn't. Like it is honestly my take. It's like up there with Madam Web, Morbius. Like it felt like a student film, and I'm like, dude, how did Nicolas Cage like sign off on this? Damn. It was a completely new director. The cinematographer was completely different. The Eva Mendes was not even in it. And it was completely botched. Yeah. But what's cool is Eva Mendes was in the first Ghost Rider, and now her husband Ryan Gosling is now playing Ghost Rider.
Wait, Ryan Gosling is married to Eva Mendes?
They met on the set of a movie that they were together. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I used to have such a crush on this
Dude,
girl
who didn't, bro?
back in the day. Ugh.
Dude.
Oh my god, I loved her in Hitch, honestly.
Oh yeah, Hitch.
I loved her in Hitch. I was just like, damn, Will Smith is so lucky right now.
So lucky. But yeah, Ryan Gosling's married to her. Another San Diego Comic-Con news: we finally have our new Black Panther, David Johnson.
Yes,
Who is the new Black Panther? A lot of people wanted Damson Idris.
I would have loved Damson. He's my favorite. He's probably one of my favorite new actors.
Yeah, no, he's really good, and I thought it would be Damson Idris as well, but I heard some news that like Damson Idris was dating Steve Harvey's daughter, who Michael B. Jordan was also dating Steve Harvey's daughter.
Oh, Lori Harvey.
Lori Harvey, and you know how the director Ryan Coogler is good friends with Michael B. Jordan. So apparently there's some conflict. Like, yo, that's my boy. I'm not gonna cast Damson Idris. And so he casted David Johnson, which is a great pick, by the way. He's a great actor.
What's he known for?
Yeah, Long Walk and Alien Romulus. I haven't seen Alien Romulus, but in Long Walk, he's really good. I was gonna say something else that I lost my train of thought. Michael B. Jordan.
He got cock blocked for the role because he was
cock blocked, and so or Damson Idris got cock blocked because of Michael B. Jordan. So then, literally yesterday, Damson Idris dropped a trailer to his new movie where it's like very Black Panther-esque.
I see. That's what I think I saw, and I looked it up just now. I'm like, I thought he ended up having a role in Black Panther, but no, he has a Black Panther type movie.
Yeah, it's like it's like in Africa. I don't know if it's like actually Africa.
Yeah,
but he's like supposed to be a prince, and I'm like, dude, this is like Black Panther without the superhero.
I'm looking it up right now.
But
that's
no,
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I think there is some like Hollywood beef going on. However, shout out to Ryan Coogler. Although I'm not a huge fan of Black Panther 2, I trust your vision. I trust who you cast. You have great casting choices, and I know you have a vision. So I think David Johnson's amazing.
This really does look like Black Panther. Timu Black Panther.
Timu Black Panther. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. But yeah.
But it's actually based on something real. I don't know. I'm not gonna watch this whole
Black
thing.
Panther?
No. Children of Blood and Bone. It says based on the world phenomenon. I don't know what that means.
World phenomenon of Black Panther.
Yeah, I guess so. That is crazy. It would have been cool though, honestly. Like, I wasn't a big fan of what was it, F1 or whatever.
Oh, you don't like that F1?
I hated that movie. I almost walked out of that movie.
Dude.
I literally was just like, I hate this movie.
It's such cinema, bro.
I don't know, man. It just didn't like land with me, and I love Damson Idris because he was the reason I went to see that.
Let me ask you 2 questions. Do you like sports movies?
Coach Carter is probably one of my favorite movies ever.
But like, do you like the general, even if it's like not good, but like, you know, that feeling like, oh my God, he's supposed to win, he loses, and then.
Yeah. It depends, but to me, I know racing is a sport, but it's not. It's not a sport.
What didn't you like about it?
I felt like it was just. This is gonna sound so stupid. It's just too much racing for me. There are too many cars in this movie. I prefer like Fast and the Furious. Like I like the more street vibes.
You like street vibes.
I guess I just don't care for NASCAR.
It wasn't even NASCAR.
Whatever.
It was F1.
Whatever. But you know, whatever. Like what?
He's like,
what
I don't
I
like
mean
when
is
rich
I don't
dudes
care
drive
for
in a circle.
I don't. Yes, it's just like why are we just driving in circles? Like we got Vin Diesel driving into space. Like
Okay.
I would rather watch something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna get killed online, but I don't care.
No, I mean that's valid. I just think I'm not even a huge F1 fan. I don't even like NASCAR.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a difference. Clearly.
Like genuinely, I don't know why people watch these sports. I get it. I go for the hype and stuff, but I thought the movie was shot so well. I think it's the same cinematographer as Top Gun Maverick, and so the shots are so well done when he's in the car and then it flips over.
Yeah.
And like the way they recorded it after a F1 race. Like I thought it was just like, you know how we love the Odyssey because of how it's filmed and shot. Even if you don't like the story, you can just say it's shot well. That's how I felt like F1 with the sound, the music.
I mean,
like all that stuff.
Fuck what I think, because people obviously loved that movie. It was, I think, nominated for Best
Brad
Picture.
Pitt is awesome in that movie.
I think also it was just too serious for me.
Yeah.
Like it just felt like the movie had like one tonal shift or one tonal like vibe the whole time, and it never felt like dynamic. Like it just felt so serious the whole time.
You thought like someone should have like died or something, and then it changes
or like
the
maybe
ship.
some jokes. Like I don't know. Like
Gotcha.
or a love interest. Was there any love?
Yeah,
like,
him and the girl that's like on the team.
I was very checked out.
Did you watch the movie?
Dude. I'm telling you, like I think there was like maybe 20 minutes left in the movie, and I was like about to walk out, and then it was like the final race or whatever, and I'm like, okay, there's probably only like 10, 15 minutes left. Like I might as well stay. But I remember just like I was on my phone. Like I was just not. I wasn't checked in.
That's fair.
It was more of a me thing. I won't say it was a trash movie. I just hated it.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's valid. All right, we were also gonna talk about something.
Oh,
else.
other announcements.
Yeah. Yeah. Ryan Reynolds was cosplaying as
That was
Gene
so cool.
Deadpool in San Diego Comic-Con, and I don't know if you remember this 2 episodes ago, or 3 or something like that. I said that they're gonna be top A-list celebrities now going into conventions as cosplayers.
Yeah.
And it literally happened.
Wow, I
just
forgot you
last
did say
weekend.
that.
I was like, just to promote their movies and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Obviously, it would be San Diego Comic-Con, but I think that's super cool. And a lot of people are taking pictures with Ryan Reynolds.
But they didn't know it was him.
They didn't know it was him. So I think now, like, people are going to be, like, taking pictures with every celebrity to make sure, like, oh, is it him? Like, people are going to take pictures with Spider-Man, be like,
Yeah.
are you Tom Holland? Are you blue? No. What? Oh, shit.
I thought it was a full suit.
It was the joke was supposed to be gray Jean Grey. Yeah.
I see.
Um,
No, I thought that was super cool. I love just how much he loves playing Deadpool. Like you can just tell, like in these like little like acts of service to the community that like he just enjoys putting the suit on and like feeling the love. That's a super cool thing to do. I mean, it reminds me of not the same actually. It doesn't remind me of it at all. But like I like when famous people are like incognito in public. Like I found out like Kendrick Lamar was at Disney World a few months ago, and he just had like a hoodie on the whole time. So it's cool like to see him interact with the fans.
It's funny wherever we go, like Armand's like, yo, it's that actor or something like that. Or like if it's not, he'll just make a joke.
Yeah.
What if you saw Kendrick Lamar like, hey, can I take a picture?
That's funny because I have the same running joke with Sabrina. If I see anybody who remotely looks like a famous person, and because we're in LA, I'm just like, oh, that's Damson Idris or whatever the famous person is. So that's funny because I do the same shit.
Like if we saw Damson Idris, we'd be like, yo, that's Bamson Idris.
Damson Idris.
Oh yeah.
That's
15% off Hugh Jackman.
That's funny as
but yeah,
hell.
those are all the San Diego Comic-Con news. Before we move on to another topic, I mean the big one, Spider-Man comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I am so excited for this movie. I'm trying to avoid as much spoilers as possible. Avoid any reviews. I'm not even looking at non-spoiler reviews. No Rotten Tomatoes. No nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at anything. I want to go in blind as much as possible. I want to have a great experience.
Me too.
So, super excited for this movie. I've heard great things. I saw some few stories. People are like, their eyes are watery, and I'm like, low key a spoiler, but whatever. I'll try to.
We knew going into this it was going to be a sad one.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm super excited. What do you think?
I'm excited. I think I enjoy Spider-Man movies more than I do like Avenger movies even. Just because I understand that world a little bit more, especially now with like Avengers stuff. It's like I didn't see a lot of the shows. So like I'm just trying to like piece together like what the hell's going on. For the most part, they make it easy enough to understand. But yeah, I just love Peter Parker, man. I just love the world of Spider-Man. I love it brings you back to New York. So it's like that's always like, you know, eye candy for me. I'm really excited. And I'm glad that it's gonna be a tearjerker.
Yeah.
Because that's like how I rate movies. I'm less like, if it makes me cry, then you got me. Like
100%.
Project Hail Mary, like at the end where like Rocky like risks his life or whatever you call him to save Ryan
Reynolds. Or no, Ryan
Gosling. I'm just like we're talking about Ryan Reynolds.
Too
so
many
like,
Ryans.
threw me off for a second. So I'm really excited to know that it's like emotional. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
I think it might even be better than Doomsday.
Ooh, I hope so.
I feel like I'm afraid Doomsday is just gonna be like a kind of like what was the Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Oh yeah,
was just
Deadpool
like
and Wolverine.
it's just like a cameo
Cameo
movie.
fest.
It's just like we got this guy, and then now there's this guy, and
Yeah.
now they're meeting for the first time.
Screen tests of Doomsday have said that it's actually really good.
I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
But I think this one's also going to be really good, and for me, I think I'm going to enjoy it better.
Yeah. I want a more personal story.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I want like heart wrenching, like I want to cry or something. Like.
And I love that it's like you said, more personal and more like stripped down to like his world. Because there's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on. We get to focus on some characters more.
Yeah. Facts. You have a huge list. Anything you want to talk about before we move on to the next thing?
Oh, we haven't talked about House of the Dragon.
Oh yeah.
We haven't talked about House of the Dragon. All right, so R.I.P. Kristen Cole.
Dude, that was like I was not expecting that.
I wasn't expecting it, and to me, it was a moment where the show is just like, it's so obvious that the show is so mid.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Kristen Cole's dead. The most hated character on the show. I was saying last week
most
that
hated.
I mean, you hated him.
I don't like him, but like hate is like.
I mean,
you know what the thing is? When it happened, I felt bad for him. Like I didn't care for him the entire show.
Yeah.
But when it happened, I'm like,
I felt bad that they gave him such a trash way to die.
Yeah, but like that's what they're doing with the show. Like they want to do the unexpected. Like they want to do like the realistic take. Like, oh, if you're in war,
people
die. You die randomly. Like it's not always supposed to be epic. And I appreciate it because when they did to Rhaenyra's son, I was like, oh. And then they did the same way to Kristen Cole.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, no. And there's no like redemption that he had. He's just a soldier in battle. Boom. And then they did it to the Valyrian guy. At the end of the episode.
Yes. Why am I blanking on that right now?
The black guy.
The one with the braids. The dad.
Yeah, the dad.
Oh, he died. Fuck, I forgot.
But that was like, damn, he had no like redemption or arc or anything like that.
I get the realism. To me, it's just a lack of good storytelling. Because it's just like, it's not, like I get going realistic, but think about Ned Stark when he died. Like that to
was
me
like
was a
jaw drop.
Was a jaw-dropping moment. That was also like realistic. Like people are going to die, but at least it felt like it was something that would move the plot forward. It was something that kind of like concluded his character. It had impact. I think it changed the TV industry that death.
You also talked about something important, that it moved the plot forward.
Yeah.
Because he was the main driving force.
Yeah.
And then once he died, now the plot's like, oh, who's going to replace him?
They cut the head of the snake off, not literally because he wasn't king, but he was kind of almost about to be king.
Yeah.
And then we got to see the Game of Thrones really begin.
Yeah.
With the passing of Ned
And I
Stark.
think they tried to do this with Rhaenyra's dad, I forgot his name, King Viserys.
Yeah.
Of his passing, but he just passes through like old age and sickness.
Yeah.
And
but
so
we knew he was going to die.
We knew he was going to die. So it was kind of like a build up to this. And they couldn't do the same thing where like a king dies out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I understand where they're going with this, but it's a different type of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But a lot of the side characters, I think their deaths when they happened, or when you thought they were main characters in the normal Game of Thrones, all of them were pretty much impactful. Like you're just like, oh my God, no way. Or
yeah.
like, wow.
The Red Wedding, like I feel like there's ways to show realism without being anticlimactic. But yeah, it just felt like a big nothing.
But that fight was so dope.
Which one?
In the beginning of the episode with Kristen Cole, where they're all like,
he was badass. He was badass.
And I thought the shots were so well done.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this one of my favorite fights in the entire show, because now you really see like badass, and then there's some like mini half one takes going on. And then, when he just dies like that, I'm like, that's a cool way to die. But, like, it was anticlimactic, and he had no redemption arc. But
yeah, the fight was fire. It was, like, kind of giving me, like, young, like, maybe what Robert Baratheon looked like in his prime. Like, maybe just because they both have black hair.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, kind of correlating. I look at House of Dragons. I'm like, which character are they essentially trying to recreate through the world? Like, the girl, Alice, I believe her name is. She's the one with Aemon. She's essentially just the red...
Oh, yeah.
The red witch lady.
I think what the show does well is, like, they're all kind of different than Game of Thrones characters, but you see, like, some resemblance.
The parallels, yeah.
You see the parallels. But they're all their own.
Th're not the exact same. It's not a carbon copy.
Yeah.
But
other than that witch, I think the witch is
she's the most, like, carbon-y copy. I look at homie with who got burned by his brother, kind of like a Joffrey type of character, Aegon. But yeah, I don't know, man. It didn't do it for me. Any of the deaths, like in this episode, I just felt like they just don't know what they're doing, and they're like, you know what? Let's just kill these characters off so we could focus on the Targaryens. Like that's to me kind of just what it felt like. We have too much going on, and we don't know what we're doing with these characters. So the less, the better.
I'm actually excited to see where the villain, the Hightower uncle. I'm excited to see where he's going because like the son, he's like under the Hightower.
Yeah.
You know, like being trained and stuff, and he's like, dude, my uncle's crazy, and like his other uncle is like, yo, you got to get out of here, and he's like, no, but then you know, what do I do and stuff like that. So I think that whole new dynamic is really cool.
I appreciate it. It feels a little bit laborious to me because I'm like, okay, now I gotta like care about these characters that I really don't care about.
Yeah.
And I just started to like be invested in Kristen Cole, and I'm just like, damn, man, like it took me 3 seasons to care about this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just being a little bit harsh on the show, but
I think I'm easing up now because like now I'm starting to live with the characters. Now I'm starting to care. So I'm like, okay, let's see where this goes. You know, but it does a lot of it feel like filler.
it feels like that.
You know,
it feels like that.
Even with like battles and stuff. Like I'm like, this feels like filler, and I don't mind it. It's just like it's not like the best.
Yeah, it's hard for me to care. It's hard for me to care. I would give this episode maybe like a solid 7.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably give it the same thing.
Then there was what's his name? What's the guy who dies at the end? His name?
I forgot his name, but
his
Valyrian,
son.
Yeah.
Where he like kisses
oh yeah,
the
girl.
other girl. At first I looked it up. I'm just like, are they related?
They're cousins.
They're half cousins.
Half cousins.
And I'm like, okay.
That's normal. That's normal in Pakistani culture.
To me, for some reason, it feels more palatable to watch white people with the whole incest shit. But now, because I'm just used to that. I'm just like, that's how they get down.
That's
man.
your standard.
That's the standard. I got used to it. But then now you're making these black characters like kiss each other as family. I'm just like, come on, man. This wouldn't happen. This isn't lore accurate. Like,
damn, you gotta watch some Pakistani dramas, bro.
It's funny because Dominicans also have the stereotype of like hooking up with their cousins.
Really? Yo, we're the same.
We're more alike than we're different.
Take the banjo.
Oh, that's funny as hell. But yeah, it was okay. I want to see where the rest of the season goes. There's a theory that where I wrote it down. Aemon is gonna get turned into a White Walker.
Oh.
Basically, the only reason people think that, one, he kind of looks like a White Walker, but also in the books apparently his it's open-ended, like what happens to his character, so they have a little bit of freedom. So that's like a fan theory right now that he'll not like the White Walker, like the one, so the Night King.
The books of this show have already been done.
I guess so. I think there is one book for this show.
Oh,
like it's just like the Dance of Dragons, I think is the name of the book. And it's essentially remember all of this is leading to the fall of the Targaryens.
The Targaryens. Okay, so like they have something to work with.
They have something to work with, which I didn't know that when I was talking shit about this like a while back. But even then, it's
still not great. They're
making one book stretch out into like 7 seasons, whereas Game of Thrones had one book for at least the first like 5 seasons or so, or 4. So I think the directors have to fill in a lot of the blanks. And I feel like you see it. You see it, that they don't fully know what they're doing, and they're not. I don't know.
Yeah, it could definitely be a more condensed show.
Yeah, I think they could have done this in like 3 seasons and made it like crazy.
The first season was, I thought, really fast because it was like time jumps and all that stuff. And then
that was my favorite season.
Yeah, and it just slowed down after that.
Yeah.
So
apparently somebody was saying to me that season 2 was bad because of the writers' strike, so there was a lack of writers.
I didn't think it was that bad.
You got to watch it all in one sitting.
Yeah.
I had to sit through that for 7 weeks.
Oh, gotcha.
And it felt like, damn, man. Aegon or whatever his name is, another week in the forest with all the mist, and I'm just like, this is so ass, bro. It's ass.
No, it's definitely more bingeable because you're just like, oh, I don't like this episode. Let me go to the next one. And then boom.
I think when you get to binge a show like that, you're a little bit more forgiving. But like when we take these episodes, like week by week.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Just sat here for an hour. It feels like nothing.
Yeah.
Now I got to wait for another week.
New Avatar movie
That I have not seen.
that we both have not seen, but a lot of leaks have been happening around for the past few months.
Yeah.
A lot of people saw it. They said it was great. They said it was awesome. I actually want to try to go see it in a theater, and it's only here in one theater, and every single showing is sold out.
Which theater?
I think it's Burbank. I don't know if it's 16, but it's one of the Burbank ones.
I see.
And every single showing sold out. And I'm like, what the heck? It's only in one theater.
I mean, Avatar is one of those things, man. It's it's a hugely beloved show. I love the Avatar. I saw, the Legend, the first one, The Last Airbender, and then the one with Korra I thought was also good. I know people hate Korra. I don't know why. I guess because she was bad at her job, but I thought it was...
They don't like the grittier Avatar. Or not grittier, but the one that messes up and has anger issues and stuff like that.
But then those same people glaze Sasuke. It's so, people just need to say the quiet part out loud. They just hate women.
I generally, maybe to a certain degree, in this case, that might be the case, but I don't think it's fully the case.
Yeah.
I can see that Avatar Aang is just such a goated character.
Yeah.
That people are going to hate whoever comes after. Even if it was another dude, they might hate him because Avatar Aang is just such a goated written character. But I do think there is some element of that.
I think
Korra.
Let's say if Korra was a guy, I think those criticisms will still be there, but the way people drag it, it's just they only feel comfortable talking about women that way. And it's just just say it, because then I at least know where you stand.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a guy that I was arguing in the comments with about our Lord of the Rings conversation, and he what really made me respond to him is he called somebody else a libtard, and I'm just can you just say you hate black people and you hate women so that we can at least start from there instead of you trying to throw all these other haymakers at me.
Yeah.
I'm just can y'all just be real? I don't know. Some of that shit is just so fucking annoying to me, because it's just you're not being honest about where your hate is coming from, and you're hiding behind these things. I'm just we can have a more productive conversation if you could just outwardly admit your hate towards women and minorities.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Because that's really where the conversation is with the Odyssey movie.
Yeah. Did we even talk about our rage baiting Lord of the Rings fans?
I don't think we did. I don't think we did.
Okay.
Did we?
I don't think we did.
No, I guess not.
All right. So basically last week I said the Odyssey was better than Lord of the Rings. And I still stand by that statement, but if you check our clip, so many people are hating on us.
I'm catching mad strays too.
You're catching mad strays. I just wanted to say that last time I watched Lord of the Rings was 15 years ago, and I was just not a fantasy type of guy. I was more into sci-fi. So last time I saw it was 15 years ago. I will revisit it and let you guys know what I think. But as of right now, I still stand by. I think Odyssey is better than Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I don't have much to stand on because I haven't actually seen any of the Lord of the Rings movie except for one of the later ones. I don't think it was part of the original trilogy. But all I'll say is let's see when it comes to Oscar season, because those same motherfuckers were trying to tell me that Marty Supreme was better than what was it up against Sinners. And then when it came to Oscar season, we saw I know Sinners didn't win Best Picture. It was the other thing, but Marty Supreme didn't win anything. Those are the same people who are hating on the Odyssey. Because, like I said, the quiet part out loud, people just like to glaze certain actors, and they're just oh, Michael B. Jordan's mid. Timothy Chalamet is a genius. I'm just oh, you don't like black people. Got you. Got you. You hate the idea of a movie that has to do with slavery and things like that. Or segregation, I would say more. Let's see when it comes to Oscar season how many freaking Oscars that the Odyssey gets.
Yeah. I will say it might be different because we talked about this actually just before. We were saying that it's rare for a fantasy movie to have Oscars. Yeah. So it is a huge achievement that Lord of the Rings has that many Oscars. Yeah. For what it achieved. So I definitely have to revisit it. I'm more into fantasy now, especially after Game of Thrones and stuff. So I will revisit Lord of the Rings. I saw the Hobbit movies too. I thought those were pretty good as well, but I didn't think they were masterpieces. So.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give the credit where it's due. The fact that they won so many awards, it was probably a really great movie, but that I can't speak to, like I said, but like the Odyssey's fire, man. I don't care what people say.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's an amazing movie.
Like, people, a lot of the criticism that we got on my take for that was valid, but a lot of it wasn't, because they're like, "Oh, you got paid for this." I was like, "No,"
which is crazy.
I'd like, yeah,
I would love to get paid.
yeah, I'd love to get paid, but no, I was not paid for it at all. That's just genuinely what I thought, and. It's crazy because I've just been on this generational run for rage baiting, and I'm not even trying. I'm not even trying, dude. I swear the only time I've tried was the first episode on this podcast.
Yeah.
And then I did try on that anime blind ranking because I just didn't know any of the anime, so I was just trying to make it entertaining.
Yeah.
This was not intentional rage bait. There's other videos where, like, it's just people think we're rage baiting, and I'm like, dude, I'm not. Like, trust me, I'm not trying to.
No, I mean, when I thought of the idea of like doing is Odyssey better than this? Is it better than this? Like, I never approach those where I'm just trying to like troll the audience. Like when we make like this or that or whatever, like I genuinely just want to know like what your opinion is. And I guess like we shouldn't be surprised, because we know like any different opinion is always going to be labeled as rage bait.
Dude, this, by the way, genius level for you to like ask Lord of the Rings first, and then for me to have that answer. That was just like, but a spark in a bottle.
So I had a list of like all the top movies ever made, and I remember at the time thinking like, Lord of the Rings. I'm surprised that that's on the list with like movies like Pulp Fiction or Schindler's List. I'm just like, isn't this like that corny like fantasy movie from back in the day? But like I said, I just wasn't really familiar with. I didn't know. I knew the lore was deep. I didn't know it was also like just received as like a good film. Because to me, a lot of like those types of films, it's like I go to those movies more for the lore. Like I love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man to death. I don't put a Marvel movie in the same category as like a Quentin Tarantino like type of movie. So I was surprised to see Lord of the Rings on the list, but I guess for good reason. It was there.
Yeah. And also, whenever I go to Renaissance festivals, you just see like Lord of the Rings kind of everywhere. Still.
Yeah.
You see Game of Thrones everywhere. So these are all, I kind of bundled them all together. Like, oh, okay, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, even Harry Potter. Like, I was never, Harry Potter was massive. I just didn't like the fantasy like element. I was just huge into sci-fi. Like I loved like sci-fi, like Star Wars, all this stuff.
Do you like Star Trek?
I like Star Trek too, especially the new movies.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch the older shows, but the new movies I thought were fire.
Gotcha.
So yeah, just anything like space. Like I said, now I'm more into fantasy because my friend like shoved Game of Thrones in my face like after season 3 or 4. He gave me the Blu-ray box set. He was like, "Please watch this. I'm giving it to you."
Blu-ray, that's fire.
Yeah, he was like, "Please watch this," and I was like, "Damn, like you're so invested." And I watched it, and like first season I was like, and then once the Ned Stark death happened, I was like, "Oh shit," and then I locked in.
Yeah, I remember the guy who like put me onto Game of Thrones. I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. He's like, dude, this is the best thing ever created, and like I was locked in. I forget his name. I think his name was Alex. It was back when I used to be a lifeguard. So when I was a lifeguard, I used to just like be able to watch whatever I wanted, while I was just like sitting there at the pool, because there would be like maybe one person in the pool, and I would just be like watching Netflix shows.
Dude, that's the life, bro.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. I was either doing that or like doing homework. I never actually had to do my like college homework at home.
Oh wow.
Because I would just do it at work.
That's so sick.
So my work-life balance was great.
That's awesome. I don't want to keep going back to Game of Thrones, but my brother, he just picked it up like last year. And my brother's like younger. He's Gen Z. He's 23 now at this point. 22, 23.
Our brothers are like the same age.
Oh, yeah.
Younger brother.
Yeah. So he's 23. He picked up Game of Thrones without me like telling him whatnot. He picked it up, and I asked him. He finished the whole season or the entire show. I was like, "What'd you think?" He's like, "Dude, that was awesome." And I was like, "Oh shit, okay, so it holds up even like years later."
Oh, of course.
And he was like, even the last season, like I didn't find that bad. So I was like, "Dude, that's awesome." Like I'm glad a new Gen Z, viewer like can experience something.
I think
like
similar to what I was saying before, when you're able to like binge a show, you're a little bit more forgiving on like the slower parts. So like he didn't have to feel like we've been waiting like 2 years for the new season of Game of Thrones, and then we get season 6, and you're like, something's missing. But if you're able to do that in like 2 days, which he probably binged it all, then you're kind of like, wasn't as good as the last season, but whatever. So I'm jealous of him. I told you how many times I've seen Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah,
I think I've seen it like over 10 times.
10 times?
Yeah. Which
Dude, you should be able to like word for word, bar for bar.
At the time, I was. At the time, I was like, I was very like I could tell you about every family and everything of this. I would only watch like emergency awesome videos all day.
10 times is insane, bro.
I have a problem.
Are you okay? Like
no, at the time I wasn't okay.
I love Breaking Bad, but I would never watch it 10 times.
I saw Breaking Bad probably like 3 or 4 times.
Damn.
I used to just like rewatch shows.
Why?
I don't know.
I've never done that in my life.
How I Met Your Mother, I saw probably like 7 times.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
dude,
man.
Why?
I mean, like I told you, I was at work a lot of the time.
Yeah, but I would like be invested in a new show and then like the next show and then the next show.
In hindsight, I really regret how much I like because I could have been watching other things.
Of course, but like describe the psyche behind this. Like, is it because of comfort?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the comfort. It's I feel like Game of Thrones is better on the second watch because
you understand.
You understand it more. You're able to
kind
of see where they're building on certain things. I think Attack on Titan's in that same category. I've been wanting to rewatch Attack on Titan for that same reason. Because I know that first time I was very confused. But then when we get to 3 and 4, it's just I'm just a sick person.
Yeah.
I'm just a sick person. Like I don't know, man. It felt good every time, and even better. Like in some instances, I think I like the comfort of like knowing what's gonna happen, and just like, he's about to say the line that I really like. Like I drink and I know things. Or one of my favorite Tyrion lines is him and Daenerys were watching like a battle, like in the pits. I forget what they used to call those, and he was like, "There's enough like violence and like gore in the real world. Like I don't need it in my spare time." Like he was basically like, I don't enjoy watching people kill each other, and those were some of my favorite lines because that's how I feel about like a lot of like there's certain things like I'm not a big MMA guy, regardless. But yeah, it's really comforting. I was also depressed. I don't know if that's not obvious, but I was very depressed at the time.
See, like for me, right? For some reason, it's very hard for me to get into like shows. It's just a commitment thing. Like I love when I get into shows, I love watching them, and I would love to like watch a bunch of shows. And when I was younger, I used to just watch like a bunch of shows and stuff. That, and watch like 8 seasons of it. Dexter, Weeds, like all these other random
Weeds
shows.
is so good.
Weeds is so good.
I used to have the biggest crush on Nancy Botman.
We met the black guy in the actor in that show.
Fire! I forget his name.
We met him at VidCon 2 years ago.
That's fire.
It's so funny. But okay, what was I saying with that? Oh yeah, so it's hard for me to get into shows. So when I know somebody that's like, I have friends, they're super busy people, but they've seen every show. I don't know how, why, or whatever. So when I hear people like rewatching shows, I'm like, dude, you're crazy. It's because it's not a time thing for me. It's just like a commitment thing. So when I'm like, dude, you have the ability to like watch shows, but you're watching the same one 8 times, like, are you crazy? Like, watch a new show, like experience something new. So that's what it is. But I know there's people that like love to watch The Office like 12 times in a row. Like I have friends like that, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but
sometimes a new show, there's like a lot of anxiety that comes with it. You're like, am I gonna like it? Am I gonna waste my time? Like, am I gonna understand it? Like, there's just so much that goes into it. When you know you like something, like that's why for me right now, I watched One Piece, right? But now I'm reading through One Piece. So that's like my version of like watching it again. I wouldn't watch a show more than once today. I don't have that type of time. I was in college, and contrary to popular. I just got a Invisalign like installed in my mouth. So if you hear me like trip up on words, I'm still learning how to talk with this metal or this plastic in my mouth. Because I hear the lisp a little bit. Like in certain instances, like I'm just like, fuck, you can hear it.
Yeah.
But at the time, or I was saying, contrary to popular belief, like college kids have so much free time, like so much free time. At least I did, because I was a sociology and a media major, so I wasn't like the people who were doing like medical stuff, like they're busy.
I was an engineer, bro. I had no time.
Okay, yeah, you were doing hard shit, but I was basically a communications major, so life was pretty chill. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I was doing a lot of this at work. But yeah, it just I wouldn't do it today.
Yeah. All right. I think we're closing up almost in an hour.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think so. We'll talk about 2 more things, and then yeah.
Should we do the game first?
Yeah, we'll do the game. We'll do the game after this next topic.
Okay, yeah, I'm with that.
So yeah, I just watched a recent movie, The Invite. It was a really good movie. It's Seth Rogen, Penelope Cruz, Olivia Wilde, and you have Edward Norton, all phenomenal actors. This is more of like essentially the concept is this couple, they invite their new neighbors into their apartment. And so the basic concept is one of the couples doesn't want them there. And then the other one's like, oh, no, we have to be friendly. Like, you know, they're our neighbors and stuff like that. And then so much drama happens while they're all there. And I thought it was a phenomenally written, like, movie because it's all happening in the apartment. But there's so much dialogue and great acting from every actor in there where you're like, oh, my God, what's happening? Oh, my gosh, this is splitting. There's so much tension and release. The background music is phenomenal because, like, things will be tense and the music gets tense. Yeah. And then, like, it releases and then it's just, like, calm music or something like that. Seth Rogen was amazing. He was hilarious in that movie. He was playing himself.
He's so good.
He was playing himself.
He was literally playing Seth Rogen?
No, like...
just like his usual character.
Yeah, like, he's not, like, a phenomenal actor, but, like, when he's playing himself, he's great. Like, he's just so much tension release.
He's underrated, honestly.
And he's, like, produced everything the past, like, 5 years. Yeah. Like, Invincible, The Boys, like, everything on Amazon Prime, he's probably produced.
Did I tell you I was driving and I saw him?
No.
I was driving on the highway, like, near downtown. And I looked to the left, and I'm like, like he was driving like a Porsche or like some foreign car. But I recognized him like so clearly, and I'm just like, that's Seth Rogen.
Oh shit!
And I wanted to follow, but I didn't follow.
You should have been like, yo.
We were like going 60 miles an hour. Shit. Like it was like fast, but we just happened to be right next to each other. And I'm like, looking. I also saw Bob Saget once in the street before he died.
Oh, R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.p. Nobody told me Penelope Cruz was in this movie. I would have watched it by now if I knew she was in it.
She's so hot in the movie too.
She's like she's like the new Sofia Vergara. Or not Sofia Vergara. What's the old Hispanic girl's name? Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
I mean, she still looks great.
Oh yeah. They all look great.
Yeah.
All three of them are in the same category.
Oh my God.
What is it? The older Hispanic ladies that are.
I don't even know where they're from, but they're such beautiful women.
Yeah. No, and Olivia Wilde, like. I haven't seen anything from her in a long time, and I know she's now doing more background. She directed this movie, but she was a phenomenal actress in this movie. She's playing this like over anxious like wife that's like into the painting. She's like, oh, should the colors be like this? I don't know. I think you will enjoy it, especially if you've been in like a long-term relationship. You can like definitely see, you know, the dynamics that like different types of long-term relationships have, or even short-term relationships.
That's what my girlfriend said.
Yeah,
she said like. She was like, for the things that we're going through, we can, she was like, you should watch this movie.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, okay, what does that mean?
Oh, shit. She's probably saying you're Seth Rogen in that. Because he was a dick.
No, I'm not a dick. But
sure, John, sure.
What I will say, though, what you said earlier about it being like very dialogue driven, I absolutely love stuff like that. One of the best episodes I feel like ever that I've seen is, did you watch Euphoria at all?
I haven't seen the newest season.
Do you remember the diner scene with her and Coleman Domingo?
Is that the newest season?
No, this was before this season.
Oh, okay.
This came out during like COVID.
I vaguely remember because it's been a while.
So they spent an entire episode of them just like talking to each other at the diner. And I thought it was such a good episode.
Yeah.
I just also finished, I should have mentioned this at the top. Me and my girlfriend finished watching The Bear. And in the last...
I still need to finish The Bear.
All I'll say is that in the last season, it's one restaurant shift.
Oh, nice.
The entire season is just one. They have a word for it, but it's just like the prep till like the last order. And I love shit like that. I love when it just like feels like it almost feels like real because it feels like it's moving in real time. Yeah. In a way. Sometimes it's frustrating, but it's like that's what it is in real life. So to hear that this show is just like literally like one, or this movie, The Invite, is just one night, I feel like I would really enjoy that.
Yeah, no, it's super cool, and you should definitely check it out, especially if your girl's recommending it.
Yeah.
Because there's like minor things. It shows like the perspective from the girl, how the girl feels, how the guy feels, and then the other couple, how the girl feels and how the guy feels, and then just seeing where their both faults are and stuff. I thought it was just like, wow, this is such a like real movie, you know?
Maybe
and my theater was full. Like
even now.
Yeah, and it's been like a couple weeks. It came out a month ago. It was Tuesday. So it was like, you know, half
they
off.
have the deal.
Yeah. But
Brokies, not playing.
One
Y'all
last
don't have AMC stub? Couldn't relate.
one last thing. I wanted to play this game with you.
Yes.
And I think
love
you'll
games.
like it. I think you'll like it. Let me see how I should phrase this. What anime character would this rapper be? All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, Tupac.
All right, so for Tupac, I'm picking Guts. And the reason I'm picking Guts is because Guts, to me, is one of the most emotional characters. He's been through, I'm not going to spoil it, but he's been through so much.
This is Berserk, right?
Yeah, this is Berserk. So has like some of the like saddest stuff that has happened to him, but you can also tell like he really like loves the people that he's trying to protect, specifically Casca. But he's also like the most gangster motherfucker you will ever see. And that's how I kind of look at Tupac, like the dichotomy of like being a lover, but also like being a fighter.
Yeah.
And Guts to me like really embodies like both of those like spirit animals. And I love both sides of him. I love like seeing him swing that sword around, but I love like seeing him like cry in Casca's arms.
Okay, that's dope. B.I.G.
So when I think of B.I.G., I think B.I.G. has probably the best flow in all of rap. So I'm thinking like style. I'm going to Levi Ackerman because like Levi Ackerman like
different weight classes, but yeah,
definitely different weight classes. But it would be way too on the nose to like just pick a fat guy, you know?
Like Choji or something.
To me, Levi Ackerman is like pure style. Like watching him like fight the Beast Titan was just like pure aura. Like the technique is there, but you almost don't even like focus on the technique because the technique is so perfect. It just feels like straight style. But like fundamentally, he's like so good at what he does, it like goes over your head. But B.I.G. just like the way he rhymes words is so effortless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Eminem.
So when I think of Eminem, I think Eminem like on paper is like the strongest rapper ever. Like in the terms of just like how many words he can use, like how fast he can use it. So I gotta go Saitama because it's damn near just like comical, like how good this guy is at rapping.
Okay.
And sometimes it's like annoying because I'm like, you don't need to rap this good right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like tone it down a notch.
Yeah,
But Saitama can't. He's One Punch Man.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's Eminem. Every time he's on a track, like some of them are doing what I gotta get it through to do. I'm superhuman, innovative, you know.
Do you think it's effortless for him?
I think at this point, I think he like did the 1,000
Push-ups,
push-ups, and
yeah.
now it's just like his default setting. He doesn't know how to not rap at God level.
Okay, that's awesome. That's a great one. Jay-Z.
So when I think of Jay-Z, I think Jay-Z is probably the most important rapper in all of rap. You don't get Kanye without Jay-Z. You don't get J. Cole without Jay-Z. You don't get Rihanna without Jay-Z. I know she's not a rapper. So I think Jay-Z is probably like the most well-rounded and probably the most influential. And also like he just did his show in Yankee Stadium. You see Tyler the Creator is there. Like they're all fans of Jay-Z and they look at him like the OG. So I got to give it to Goku.
Okay,
I gotta give
the
it to
OG.
Yeah, Goku's the OG.
Yeah.
Everybody is trying to emulate their version of Goku. And I think it's the same with Jay-Z. I think even Drake is like trying to be his own version of Jay-Z.
Okay. Lil Wayne.
So when I think of Lil Wayne, I just think of confidence.
Okay.
So I got to go Gojo.
Okay.
I got to go Gojo because Gojo, he'll always say, I'm the strongest. And even if it's not true, which, you know, in the new seasons we'll see in JJK that it's not true. And Lil Wayne, like sometimes that confidence is unwarranted. Like bro really thought he should be at the Super Bowl. Which he very clearly was not prepared for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I got to go Wayne. I don't know if that's the best comparison, but I just think of somebody with like unwavering confidence, but also like style. Lil Wayne is like super swaggy. I think he like kind of brought swag rap into the game. But also like very strong. Like Lil Wayne is like not talked about enough.
Yeah.
At least from rap nerds. Like.
Yeah.
In being in the conversation.
Yeah.
And Gojo definitely is in the conversation of one of the strongest anime characters.
100%. Yeah, I think you're right about that. I think also because Gojo's, I feel like loosely based off of Kakashi. I feel like Kakashi is like a good one too.
Yeah.
Because he trained like 3.
Yeah.
You know, he's got Drake. He's got Nicki Minaj.
Is Sakura Nicki Minaj?
100%. You know, like and JJK is the same. I mean, you got UG.
Yeah.
The other two.
True.
Megami and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
but Kakashi's not as full of himself in the way that Gojo, I feel like, is. Like, Kakashi, I feel like, is a little bit more humble, maybe.
Yeah, 100%. But I feel like Lil Wayne's not always like super full of himself all the time too.
Yeah, I mean, he did.
Maybe when he was younger, but
I mean, but he was running around in 2007 saying, "I'm the best rapper alive."
yeah,
So, like, to me, that's a little bit like
that's true.
cocky,
That's true.
you know?
Because like Kakashi definitely is valid to say that, but he just doesn't.
Yeah, he's definitely in the conversation, but I don't think he ever seriously thought he was like the strongest character in the Naruto verse. But he's like, but I'm top 5.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't need the credit.
Yeah.
To me, yeah. Gojo goes around saying he's the strongest, or at least people say that about him. I feel like he said it too, and Lil Wayne kind of claimed that too.
Which anime character would Kanye West be?
So for me, Kanye West, I look at as just like the most like well-rounded of all time, right? Like he's got production, he's got
Artistry,
really good,
rapping.
artistry, really good rap flows. Even though like none of those categories are necessarily top tier, he excels in all of them. Production probably is like his strongest thing, and maybe melodies too.
Yeah.
So I gotta go Luffy. I gotta go
Kanye's Luffy.
because I think Luffy does so many things right. But he's not necessarily the strongest. He's not necessarily the most aura farmer.
Is he the most controversial too?
Damn, I didn't even see. I'm thinking Kanye.
No, you're thinking like rap, like music wise.
I'm thinking music wise.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about. I'm not. See, that's another thing. When I was thinking about this list, I wanted to think mostly. Oh damn, I left one out, but it's okay. I wanted to think mostly from a music perspective.
Yeah.
Because it gets complicated when we start to think about them as like character or their personalities. So yeah, I just feel like Kanye is just like very well rounded and like is a GOAT or probably the GOAT. Like in terms, I think Kanye has the best catalog in like maybe all of music.
Yeah, I agree.
That's just, take that with a grain of salt because of everything else that he's done. But yeah, I think One Piece and Luffy is just kind of like the Kanye of the anime verse because it's so influential, it's so great, but it's also so popular. Like everybody knows it. The same way everybody knows like all these Kanye songs.
Yeah.
So I gotta go Luffy. I feel like he does a bunch of things really well, but he's not necessarily the best at one particular thing from like a rap perspective.
Gotcha. Next, which anime character would Kendrick Lamar play?
So that is the one that I accidentally skipped. So I'm going to try to think of that one on the spot. Kendrick Lamar, okay, we think of Kendrick, super technical, super deep, kind of grew up in a rough environment, but talks about
a previous answer that you said that I think would have been good for this too would be Levi Ackerman. Because he's like short, but also super skillful, and he likes to attack, and he's revengeful towards Drake and stuff.
But yeah, that's true. That is true. Damn, who would I'm mad that I didn't write this one because I love Kendrick.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm gonna go Vegeta.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna go Vegeta.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because he got that dog in him.
Yeah,
he got that dog in him, and
there's always that sense of like jealousy, or not jealousy, but like
I mean
that he's the strongest.
Exactly. It's like Kendrick is Vegeta, and in this example, Drake would be Goku, and he's like, you're a fool, Kakarot. Like I'm the Prince of all Saiyans. So he's just like constantly trying to like lay his stake in the ground, but also very technical. Really good dad, real good family man. I feel like Kendrick comes off like a good family man, even though if you listen to Mr. Morale, he maybe made some mistakes on the way there, but ultimately he's a man of the people and a man of his family. And he's a king. I think Kendrick is, at least right now, the king of rap, and Vegeta is the Prince of all Saiyans. So why not?
Nice. Which anime character would J. Cole play?
It's got to be Thorfinn.
Okay.
And I haven't even watched Vinland Saga, but from what I understand, I actually just started reading it. I bought the first volume, but Thorfinn is most famously known for his line, "I have no enemies."
He's like more about forgiveness. And
So in the first season, he's essentially from what people have told me.
Don't spoil anything for me.
He's on a revenge path. Well, I have to spoil the answer.
No, don't spoil, please.
Let's just say
watch it soon.
he makes a switch.
Okay.
And I think J. Cole, like, he came up like thinking that he wanted to like be this like grim reaper of rap, and then he's like, realistically, that's actually not what I'm about, and that's not what fills my soul. And realistically, like, none of you guys are my enemies. We actually are stronger together. So I think J. Cole is the Thorfinn.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Or I think Thorfinn is the J. Cole of anime.
Gotcha. Which anime character would Drake play?
I put Dio Brando.
Okay, why is that from JoJo's?
That's from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He's the only person who I actually picked as a villain. Like all these anime characters are like main characters for the most part. Dio Brando is the pettiest character in all of anime. In the first episode of JoJo's, he basically pulls up to the Joestar mansion. And basically the reason he did that is because JoJo's Jonathan Joestar or Joseph Joestar, I always forget. His dad felt like he owed Dio's dad a favor. So when Dio's dad died, he took in Dio Brando, right? And the first thing he did is kick like the living dog shit out of their dog.
Oh shit.
And he was like, I want to break your spirit.
Damn.
He was like, and you know what I got to look this up because they're gonna flame me. Because I always forget if it's Jonathan or Joseph Joestar. I think it's Jonathan Joestar. One second, Joestar. Okay, yes, Jonathan Joestar, season 1. Yes. Okay. So when he pulls up, Jonathan Joestar is like dating a girl, and Dio like forcefully like kisses her. He's like, now I have your first kiss.
Oh shit.
And I feel like Drake at this point in his career has like fully settled into his like villain role. He's like so petty. He still talks about like Serena Williams, like even though they broke up like years ago, and he's like, oh, like Serena, your husband's a groupie. And like he'll just constantly do these like petty things. He's like, oh yeah, I got Pharrell's like all of his jewelry is in my house. Like, aha, like I'm rich, you guys suck, I'm better than everybody, and I don't care that you guys think I'm a villain. To me, Drake is the pettiest rapper of all time, maybe behind 50 Cent. And I think Dio Brando is the pettiest anime character, definitely the pettiest anime villain. Because, like, you didn't have to kick the dog. You didn't have to do all that. You didn't have to kiss his girlfriend. You just did it for the love because you like being an asshole. And I feel like Drake likes being an asshole at this point.
Yeah. Which anime character would Travis Scott be?
This is the one I struggled the most with. But when I think of Travis Scott, I just feel like he's a really cool guy. Even though, like, probably, like, deep down, he's probably a little bit nerdy. I feel like he's really cool. His music comes off really cool. So I went with Ichigo.
Okay. I feel like that's a good one. Like, once I saw it, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I feel like Ichigo's pure aura. He, like, doesn't care necessarily what you think about him. He just wants to, like, protect his family and save Rukia. I feel like... But they also have a lot of style. Yeah, they also have a lot of style. Ichigo's super swaggy, and I think Travis Scott, obviously, everyone tries to dress like him now.
Dude, side note, that OST, Bleach OST, is just so hype.
Like,
yeah.
It's
so sick. But it never, like, you never hit that, like, high point in that song. It just keeps doing that.
Yeah,
and then almost like...
But it's lit. Yeah. Every time, like, you see him, like, hit his Bankai, or when he's about to hit the Bankai, or just, like, in that first episode where Rukia is, like, take my sword or whatever. He has to, like, does he have to, like, stab himself?
I forgot, something like that.
He has to, like, do something, and then, like, the second he becomes when he first officially becomes a Soul Reaper, and you hear that music, the straight aura. It's like when you first hear Goosebumps.
Yeah.
You know, like the beat just comes in.
100%. All right, I think we're a little bit over time. Follow us on the Patreon. We're gonna have a bonus episode. We're going to do an anime keep or delete, maybe do a Spider-Man related thing.
Hell yeah.
Talk about some other stuff.
MGK dropped an anime song.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to talk about that on the Patreon. So follow us there. $5, you get extra bonus episodes. Each episode we do a bonus episode. So we'll see you guys there.
See you guys on the Patreon.